Squadron 42 gets 2026 release window and new gameplay demo. At CitizenCon 2024, Cloud Imperium Games has shared a new hour-long gameplay demo of Squadron 42, the story-based single-player game set in Star Citizen's universe. They also finally announced the release window, 2026. This gives credence to Henderson's report, which mentioned the game only reached feature complete status recently, as opposed to the developer's claim back in October 2023. In the footage, we see various glimpses of the stellar cast hired by Cloud Imperium Games for Squadron 42. Here's a reminder of who will be in the game. Gary Oldman, The Dark Knight, Darkest Tower, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, Admiral Ernst Bishop. Mark Hamill, Star Wars, Lieutenant Commander Steve Oldman Colton. Mark Strong, Zero Dark 30, Kingsman, Secret Service, 1917, Captain Thomas Wade. Sophie Wu, Kick-Ass, Poe Kara Webster. John Rhys Davis, The Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones, Randall Graves. Liam Cunningham, Game of Thrones, Captain Noah White. Jack Houston, American Hustle, Cal Mason. Ben Mendelsohn, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, Ready Player One, Julian Wexler. Rona Mitra, Underworld, The Last Ship, Executive Officer Kelly. Henry Cavill, Superman, The Witcher, The Man from UNCLE, Ryan Enright. Gillian Anderson, The Last King of Scotland, X-Files, Captain McLaren. Sandy Roberts, The Perception, Naira Pusher Fell, as Sandy Gardner. Andy Serkis, The Lord of the Rings, Planet of the Apes, Thaloka Ray. Ian Duncan, Julius Caesar, The Player. Stephen Bisland, Outlander, Chernobyl, Eugene Morrow. Archie Reese, Dracula and Old, Siegfried Bear. Daniel Ings, Lovesick, The Crown, The Gentleman, Graham Urey. Craig Fairbrass, One Piece, Vatagaga. Polyechus, Span class equals hero underscore primary text data tested equals hero underscore primary text greater than Kingsglaive Ive, Final Fantasy 15, Evelyn Ishitaka. Art Campion, Brooklyn, Brian Weezy Whiters, as Peter Campion. Gemma Whelan, Emma, Game of Thrones, Becca Farnway. Avin Shaw, Everest, Sergeant Grey. Jason Wong, The Covenant, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, Michael Shaw. Christina Doman, Kingsman, The Golden Circle, News Anchor. Eleanor Tomlinson, Jack the Giant Slayer, Paul Dark, Sayek Rebecca Trejo. The presentation wasn't without issues between crashes and frame drops, making it clear why Six still needs a couple of years before releasing Squadron 42. On the CitizenCon stage, Chris Roberts shared an estimate on the campaign's length, between 30 and 40 hours. In the narrative, players will step into the shoes of a rookie pilot of the United Empire of Earth, who gets assigned to the Navy's notorious 42nd Squadron. The plot begins in 2945, with the Von Dual raid on Vega 2.